Howdy traders, this is my quick morning rundown for the to start the week out here, and some things that I'm looking at here real quick here on the Russell. Basically, I see a bullish setup for the Russell to open the market today. So I know a lot of people want to fade the open, but where a lot of the stuff on the Russell's at, I think it's going to continue to rally today. So be really careful on the short side, in my opinion. Basically, I have a target, bullish target, almost 2,000 for the Russell today, this week, on the bullish side, going in through the rest of this week. Very decent news out of Europe or on the Brexit news. We've had some very strong retail numbers for the Christmas holiday season, and margins are up, in my opinion, on a lot of the businesses for this Christmas season. So there's a lot of reasons to think that we're going to go up. We do have a gap below us from Friday's close. There is a gap that we could be feeling if the markets were to take some profits here early on into the session. I don't know that it's going to be the case, but that's just something that I'm looking at here. We are in the primary bullish trend. Has not weakened one bit for some time now here on the Russell. So that's the strongest of the breed, in my opinion. On the bearish case, we're looking at the 2865 area by the end of the week, or 1865 area by the end of the week on the Russell. Okay. Reason I'm bullish on the Russell XLE, we are continuing the breakout into this next trading zone. It looks to me like that we were going to be seeing the 45 20 area, 10 20 area before weeks in my opinion, on the XLE. From what I'm seeing right here, we are into a short squeeze zone. This thing can move quite rapidly if it were to break out here. We've seen it happen once before up into that trading zone. So basically, I am thinking that we're going to be coming up here, retesting these prior highs sometime this week on the XLE. That is my thesis on that. Then also XLF, two main driving forces for the IW or the Russell. What I'm looking at right here, basically we are opening right here at the top of this range. I do think the resistance area is up here near the 29 area, and basically we are selling below that right here. So basically, I am thinking we are probably getting a bull flag potential breakout pattern for XLF to start the week. That's the second thing that I'm looking at right here. The 2879 is this prior swing high. We have looked above it before and found rejection real quick here. So yeah, we're only like we are marking right here at that swing high here pre-market. So I'm really keeping a very close eye on our financials, thinking financials could be breaking out a bull flag uh, continuation pattern as well as XLE. Another thing is our biotechs. This is our S&P biotechs, but basically we should be opening up at all-time highs here on our biotechs. We do have a wide spread, so it's not for sure, but it does seem like our biotechs, we got all the way to the 152 area. Very bullish potential area here for our biotechs, in my opinion. So that's also supportive of the Russell. Okay, we getting some rotation out of our NQs, and basically we are breaking above Friday's, Thursday and Friday's sell off. This thing here broke down out of the primary trend. This up here was the primary trend above this red line, and we broke down Thursday out of that primary trend. Came up Friday, rejected, or we broke down Wednesday. I'm sorry. Came up Thursday, rejected, and then we traded near the lows down here. Just could not break down any lower. It didn't seem like double bottom formation pattern. Possible continuation to the upside scenario. Very bullish side if we were to get some uber bullishness across the board between Russell and the NASDAQ. 12,900 is my potential target by Friday. That's above, that's 300, almost 300. almost 300 points above the all-time highs. Well, no, it's 250, 225 points above all-time highs on that very bullish scenario going into the end of the week. It's a lot closer to the downside because since we are up here in resistance area, if the uber bullishness is not as pervasive as I think, we could be seeing the 12,100 as money rotates out of tech and continues back into the Russell for the rest of the week. That's the thesis that I'm having. And that would be primary trend support where the rotation back into the NASDAQ would probably come start into next week. So just something to keep in mind here. Some themes that I'm seeing here. We might get a relief rally next week if we were to come down to 12,100 on the Russell. Okay, our ESs, they broke Wednesday as well. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We broke. They are, it's a much steeper channel that I've got for the ESs, so it's much more difficult to get into the upper echelon of trend. So I don't see that quite happening this week. But some things I'm looking at here: 37.25 for end of week close for the ESs on a very very bullish scenario. But as you can see, we are so much closer. The swing lows right here are so much closer to my primary support on the ESs. I'm not saying that's going to come down there this week, but it would be great if we could get down here to the 36.10 area. I was calling 35.90 Friday. I was hoping it would come down to here. I was going to be a big buyer on the ESs to long side if we came down here. We could not even get that. I mean, we found so much support early on into in this sell-off. This is probably marking a swing low for a bull flag continuation for a higher price from what I'm seeing based on Friday's price action. So just heads up on that. That's the scenario that I've got. I think we're going to be trading. To be honest, what I'm seeing right here, I'll keep it not overly bullish. Okay, I'm just going to say between these two trading ranges, I think we're going to oscillate this week. I don't think we're going to break this trend line right here that I have drawn on here for the week. So just heads up, that's what I'm seeing. A worst case scenario, maybe closing 36.90 Friday. So that's the thesis that I've got going on here. That we're going to be up in this trading zone near all-time highs going throughout the week. Okay, and as far as this morning's action, Tesla closed down some plants, but the stock is getting a bid here. So just heads up on that on Tesla. This one here is probably going to fade on the open. Boeing is giving delivery to other major airlines of the 747 MAX. So it's up this morning. Hasn't really moved much at all in the pre-market. Amazon reports a very strong holiday sales broadly. Amazon's catching a bid from that. That's one to definitely watch going forward here, thinking that it's going to start taking off to the upside. So, and final things that is happening here: Neo, they had call activity Friday. They are getting punished today. They were accumulating calls for this week. They were accumulating calls for SpaceX too, or Virgin Galactic. They're getting punished today. So some of them getting punished because they bought out Alexion Pharmaceutical, and Alexion is really up 30% today on the buyout. So just heads up on that 160 versus 120 area Friday. So that's why that one's getting drawn because of the buyout. We have a bid in the airlines, the Air Cruises, on the whole Pfizer news, just ever so slight. Pfizer's up a little bit, distribution of their stuff. And Occidental's up because energy's got a bid. And so that's some of the things I'm looking at right here going forward. Apple could start taking off here, being one of the top holiday sale items. And so I'm keeping a close eye on Apple for potential continuation bid today on the holiday season news. Yep, that's all I gotta say. Thanks a lot. Like the video if you like it, and please leave comments if you see something that I didn't mention.